Hey everyone, just going to wait a few minutes until people show up here. Hey, what's up, guys? Got a few things on my mind tonight. Just going over some emails with people's pain points and why they think they're failing and all that sort of jazz. Wondering if I can edit post. Hi, friends. Let's see something. One sec here. Yeah, it's good enough. So, guys, you know that email that we had sent out going over and asking about people's pain points and, asking them why what they're having problems with and everything else. Well, about 99% of the emails were fantastic. Great stuff, all great stuff that I think I'll be able to go over and review, and hopefully I can do a better job to really help you guys and push you guys into the right direction. But then I come across this one email this evening. This right here, this is why so many traders fail. One of the reasons, okay? So, get an email, it starts off all right. And then he starts going into, he works a full-time job and, your strategy isn't designed for someone that works a 9-to-5 job and everything else. It's like, hey, number one, there's 500 members, about 300 of those members, they come in every day. They don't seem to have an issue with it. Is it pleasant to deal with? No. And then he also goes on to say, I do this for a job, which is similar to what you used to do as a welder. So it's like, oh, time out. Time the fuck out here. Okay, so what does that tell you? I mean, I've been trading the same way since, I don't want to say day one, obviously not day one, but for the most part, I've been trading the same way, taking the same setups, the same strategies. Sure, I've evolved it a little bit, but for the most part, the setups are the same, okay? Since I was a welder, since I was on shitty fucking Wi-Fi in the middle of nowhere on a pipeline, taking trades when I could, getting my helper to run outside the truck, string me out, take their time, and then working my fucking ass off during the day to make up for that time that I needed in the morning. There's a balance, guys, okay? And if you constantly come up with fucking excuse after fucking excuse, call it quits, because you won't make it. It's a loser's mentality. I'm not calling you a loser, but it's a loser's mentality. I don't get it. I really don't understand it. I talked to Tino after I read that email, and to be honest, I was kind of fucking choked. It's like, is that really the mentality that's out there? Is this how people think? Right? So many traders ask themselves, well, why am I failing? Why do so many people fail? That's why. You don't put in the fucking work, man. Did people think I got to where I got by slacking? No. As I've discussed in previous video lessons and YouTube videos and these live things, and I had to bleed for this shit, guys. If you want it and you want it bad enough, you gotta work for it, man. This isn't easy. Okay, you've been lied to. You've really been lied to. You've been told that anybody can do this. Just buy this or buy that. and you'll be instantly an amazing trader. Nah, man, it doesn't work that way. You know? I know, I just don't get it, man. You know? I mean, I don't get it. Like, people ask why they fail. Well, the answer's simple. Look in the fucking mirror, man. You're a sack. You are a sack. Okay? If you really want to do this, there's a place for it, and it's right fucking here. You got a guy that's willing to put in the time, but you got to put in the equal amount of time, if not more, or else this relationship doesn't work. From this point going forward, I'm only going to be working with the people and the traders that have proper mentality. If they do not have proper mentality, they will be gone. I do not want them to be the time vampires that they are, because that's what they are. I don't want that. I'm at a point in my life where I can pick and choose who I want to work with and who I want to surround myself with. And I choose to surround myself with winners. People like you here on a Friday night. Don't have to be here, but you are, because you're interested in what I have to say. Maybe you can pick up a nugget from this. Maybe you think I'm just ranting, right? Maybe people just think I'm an angry guy. Yeah, I am fucking angry. I'm angry at the level of slackers that are out there in this world, man. Slackers. You know, from Back to the Future, that principal that calls everyone a fucking slacker? Well, that's me. I'm calling everyone a fucking slacker. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Prove to me that you're not a slacker, and I will give you 100% of my time and attention. If not, I will put a big stamp on your forehead that will say slacker. I don't want to work with people like that anymore. You know, it gets frustrating. The amount of fucking questions I get, it's like, it's not like the Tim Sykes scenario where you have literally 3,000 video lessons. There's 150 video lessons at TrickTrades, and then plus the mentoring lessons if you're a mentoring member that are on next level shit. Okay, so let's call it 300 or so video lessons. That's not undoable, guys. Go through, review the material. You know, I get people that say, oh, they'll hit me up and they joined like a month ago and they blow through 150 video lessons. And they say, okay, man, what's next? I just went over the video lessons. It's like they go like this. I'm done. Time me. It's not a fucking race. Go back and watch them again. And when you're done that, go back and watch them again. And when you're done that, go back and watch them again. And when you are done that, go watch them another 5 fucking times till it gets burned in your mind. You know? This is why so many people fail, is they rely solely on video lessons or DVDs and everything else. Do I offer DVDs? Yes, of course, and they're fucking awesome. Do I offer video lessons? Hell yeah, and they're awesome. They're to trigger light bulb moments on your own. Okay, that's what they're here for. I can't hold your hand, but I can guide you along the way. So when you write me emails and you have nothing but excuses, I don't want to hear them. Do you know, throughout my entire, I'm going to share something with you. And this, hand to God, this is the God's honest truth. Throughout my entire career as a trader, I've never once blamed someone else. Never. Okay? You need to take responsibility. Extreme responsibility. Okay? You guys ever read that book by that badass Navy SEAL motherfucker? Read it. Extreme ownership. Okay? That's what it's called. You know, maybe that'll get you guys going. Someone's got to light a fire under your ass. I want nothing more than you guys to succeed, but you got to fucking help me, man. When I get emails like this, it's crazy, right? But the reason why so many traders fail is number one, what I was just discussing, it's excuses, excuses, excuses. Number two, they just don't put in the time, period. This takes a lot of time. How much time does it take to become a professional at any capacity? A doctor, a lawyer, a journeyman tradesman, right? Ticketed. It takes years. You're not going to do, not everyone's going to be like a guy like Moses, that within his first year, you know, he's making fucking bank, right? Not everyone's going to be able to do that. Just like not everyone's going to be like a Tim Grattani of the world, right? I mean, it took me, 3 years to go full time? Everyone has different living conditions, different, you know, a different day-to-day life. I mean, I had a wife and a kid and house and responsibilities and bills. I worked not a 9-to-5 job, okay? A 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. job every day for months straight. No days off until the job was complete. If I found a way, you can find a way. So now I want to direct some questions back at you. What's your guys' main fucking problems? What's your problems? Come on, don't be shy. Oh, I had to, I'm sorry. It wasn't auto scrolling. Come on, guys, what's your problems? Hey, shithead, shush. See, now you guys have upset Vega. Nothing? Nobody's got anything to say? Oh, I got to scroll down some more. Jeez, I don't like this. That drives me nuts. Often take a trade I'm correct on, but get shook out before the move. Okay, Jason. So that's a super common thing. Do you know this is something that I tell my mentoring members? I discuss it quite often. I tell them this one thing, and I want you to remember this. Do you know that you are literally 1 minute away from success? You are 1 minute away from success probably 80% of the time. 75 to 80% of the time. So what that means is you're probably stopping out just a little too soon. You're getting shook out by the speed and the length of the candle. Okay? A lot of that stuff's market maker games. And it boils down, you can't blame market makers and you can't blame their games because we know their games. We should be aware of their games. All TrickTrades members are aware of their games. That's something that I coach on all the time. So it boils down to you, your emotion, how you handle yourself under pressure. Because when you get a big pop, a pop like that, or a dump, whatever way, long or short, it doesn't matter. That is the equivalent for a trader to a gun to the head. It's how you conduct yourself in those few seconds that's going to determine whether you stay alive or not. You got to remain calm. And I know that's an extreme type of analogy, but it's true. Okay? It's about protecting that account. And I understand that you don't want to give it too much room, but you got to give that shit time, right? But you got to dig deeper than that, Jason. Like, Jason, that I'm thank you for giving me a response there, and I really appreciate it, but that's not deep enough, man. Dig deep. Get real. This is your chance to be fucking real, man. Be real. Tell me what your problems are. What's your problems? Is your old lady nagging you? You got a fucking baby crying in the back? You got bills piled up this high? What's the problem? Those are the problems we need to get to, okay? Yes, screen time is knowing so many things that only time will show you. But at the same time, man, there's lots of things that I can show you, right? It's not just screen time. If it was screen time, you could just plop yourself in front of a screen. Let's let it marinate for a couple years, come back, and I'll be a millionaire, right? And I know that's not what you mean, but you know, screen time's one thing, but it's about digging deeper. You gotta really be honest with yourselves too, right? Like, you gotta be brutally honest. And I see this all the time. I see people that think they're honest with themselves, but they're not. They're not, right? You know, and Tino saying overthinking shit. Dude, Tino, yeah, you do. Do you guys know that Tino would be, he sees the setups every day. He sees these setups that produce multiple points per share on 3-4 trades a day at least. But then he overthinks it. And do you know the difference between acting and overthinking is only 5 seconds? Because that's what it takes your brain to register fear and then go into protection mode. Is 5 seconds. That's it. You got to act. You see it, you got to act. You know you're right. You just got to know that your mind is fucking with you. Your mind is fucking with you. It's protecting you. The human brain is designed to go into protection mode, okay? And the stock market, day trading especially, goes against everything that we are as human beings. Homo sapiens have been on this planet now for 250,000 years, okay? According to scientific dating, right? But we won't get into that. Anyways, that's 250,000 years of evolution. And before the last couple of centuries, up until that point, it was all feast or famine, fit in or fuck off, do or die, take or be taken. Okay? Before that, that's before the last couple hundred years, that's what it has been. Now, that's a long time. That's a lot of things that are genetically fucking beaten into our brains to protect us. It's to protect us, to help us live, okay? To help us see the next sunrise, to make it through to the next sunset. That's what it is, okay? It's bizarro world. The stock market's bizarro world because we need to do everything that our mind is telling us to do, but do it in reverse. Because we're here to, you're gonna get fucked up, right? Like, if you think too much, Tino, you'll fail. And that's where market makers and institutions, the smart money, that's where they have you. You want to know why? Because they're all masters of psychology. They know how we think as retail traders. Do you want to know probably the main difference between smart money and dumb money? You got smart money over here that plays with someone else's money. And you got the dumb money, us dumb motherfuckers. You got us that play with our own money. We have an emotional attachment to that, okay? We have a strong emotional attachment to our money because without money, you're out on the street. You can't provide for your family. You're fucking homeless. You'll starve. You know, all these things go through your mind. With smart money, though, they trade with other people's money. All right? Do you get that that's why that would be a big deal? So they can buy on a dip. Okay? They can buy as it's going red. Okay? They can just buy. They don't care. It's not their fucking money. They can just fucking add until it's good. We don't have that luxury as small retail traders. Okay? So, how do we fix that? How do we piggyback on that? Ah, right there. Piggyback. You got to piggyback their moves. They're the ones that move the stock. Right? And once you understand how smart money works and how they see the dumb money, you can act on it. Okay? And you got to pull that trigger. You can't be afraid to pull that trigger. You got to stop thinking so much. Just stop. Stop thinking so much. And that doesn't mean you go in with the Ross special with fucking 40,000 shares on some fucking gap and go bullshit strategy. Don't do that because you're going to fucking fail. But it's, you know, you got to fucking think. See, the reason why he may do well himself personally is because he really understands. And well, number one, he doesn't care. He makes a lot of money. So if he loses 10 grand, 10 grand on a trade, he doesn't fucking give a shit, right? You know, but he also understands that he understands the psychology behind it, at least a little bit, at least in his own mind, right? But for a new trader, strategies like that don't work. They're very dangerous. There's a reason why I teach what I teach. Because I know where you guys are. I was there once. So, and I remember what that's like. Okay? How can you manage your time if you work 12 hours a day? Working to figure out how to organize time and have time to learn more. Well, I'll say this, Ryan, okay? How many hours in the day are there? There's 24. I was actually discussing this in the chat room here this morning. There's 24 hours in a day. How many hours do you sleep? You getting any more than 4 hours a night? If you're getting more than 4 hours a night, it's too much. It's all I sleep, man. I don't know a single successful person that sleeps more than 4 or 5 hours a night. No way. Any more than that, it's too much. There's too much to do. Yeah, 5 to 6 is too much. You lower that. Give yourself an extra hour. Wake up an extra hour or two early, right? That's when you can really get work done. There's a reason why I wake up at 4 a.m. every day, each and every day, Sunday through Sunday, 4 a.m., because that's when it's the quietest. I'm not having emails come in. I'm not having DMs come in. You know, the family's sleeping. I can fucking work. I can get shit done. Make that your own time. Make that you time. Make that Ryan time, right? You owe it to yourself. Sleep later. Fuck sleep, man. You know, I mentioned this quote in chat, and I really love this quote. I don't know who said it, but it's something to the effect of, a fool sleeps How does it go? Shit, now that I'm on the spot. A fool sleeps when he's tired, but a wise man sleeps when he can. Live by those words, man. You know, if you're worried about time, you don't have enough time, you can always make up more time. Right? Yeah, exactly, Johnny. Yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah. No, I know. Yeah, Moses. Yeah, I know, man. And we get that a lot at TrickTrades, right? Like, I don't know how many non-members are watching this right now, but, or are going to watch this, right? But you know, guys, it just that email I was trying to read and think at the same time. That email that I got tonight was, you know, I get it, but fucking excuse after excuse, right? It was nothing but excuses. And it's funny, I got a tweet from someone. I'll read it to you because it's interesting. So this fellow here on Twitter, he basically asked me, he goes, "Hey, how you doing? Do you have any proven student success stories? I'm interested in joining, but have been suckered too many times. Sorry for being skeptical." So number one, if you come into the room and you're skeptical, it's not going to work because you already have a negative fucking attitude, right? And I get it. I understand. You've probably been fucked by a lot of people, but you also got to take a look at how many people have been saying nothing about, you know, getting some life-changing education here, right? But that's, I'm not trying to do a plug here. I'm getting to a point. So I have lots of members. I said that I have lots of members that have been, you know, doing very well. We don't use a trade tracking service like Profitly or anything. That's fucking all nonsense anyways. But I said, you know, for $150, is it not worth the risk? You know, he's humming and hawing and taking up all of his time doing this thinking over $150. Right? Like, your time is valuable, man. Your time's super valuable, you know? And, you know, and then he says, he asks if I had any Australian traders in the room. And I said, yeah, we've got 5. And then I put in brackets, I think 5, maybe 4. I'm not sure. But 4 or 5 Australian members. Okay. Then he says, but is it a New York session? So, I mean, those would be really late nights. Oh, my God. I didn't even respond after that. That's 2 fucking negative points. Excuse after excuse. No more fucking excuses. I'm sick of that, man. People and their excuses. People and their excuses. You know, Ryan, I know I got sidetracked there, but, you know, it's not just a matter of waking up early. I know. You work hard, you know, you got to find the time. We can all take off and go take a fucking fake shitter break at 7:30 or 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go hang out in the shitter for a half an hour, man. You have to come up with ways to make it work. That's what I'm getting at, okay? Do you understand? You know, yeah, exactly. Get creative with stuff, right? Get creative with stuff. Make it work, guys. That's what I'm trying to get at. And then what bothered me about the email, I think, so much is he contradicted himself. He says to me, he goes, okay, so I work a job doing whatever the fuck he said he was doing, similar to what you were doing when you were a welder. your strategies don't work for a guy with a 9-to-5 job. What? What? He just contradicted himself. These are the same strategies I've been doing forever. You know, they're tweaked a little bit now, but bottom line is the way we trade here, and members, they can fucking attest to it right now, is we scoop bottoms. We buy literally at low of day, and then we sell at high of day. So before we sell at high of day, and I know all the little fucking trolls are out there listening right now, and yeah, right, man. Yeah, that's my asshole voice. Yeah, right, man. Fucking, yeah, you bought the bottom and you sold the top again. Yeah, I did. I fucking showed it today. Fuck, this is what we do, man. But with the trades we take, if you are around and you come in prepared, okay, now you're prepared. Day trading in the morning is about preparation. Preparation is key. So you get prepared, you watch 2 or 3 stocks, I should say, not 4, 2 to 3. You have them up on your screen. You laser focus on the 1 to 2 that have the best odds of success. And let's say you're hiding out in the shitter at work. Okay, so you're in the washroom, you got a laptop, you got a fucking iPad, you got something you can smuggle in the washroom with you. Okay? So you're sitting there with the laptop on your lap, and the bell goes, and within 5 to 10 minutes, that's when you're going to catch that entry. So boom, get in, set your stop, let it work. Go walk away. Okay? Fold up your laptop, have your stop set. Now you can be on your cell phone. You can monitor from your cell phone now, okay? Go and take off and just monitor it. That's it. It really is that easy, guys. It really is. You know I say a lot of things that sound like super simple, but it is that simple. At the end of the day, it is that simple, and that's why I'm successful, is because I keep it so simple. You know, I'm not one of these ramrods with fibs and pivot points and parabolic SAR and fucking MACDs and RSI and volume and VWAP and fucking this and that, man. That's crazy nonsense. That's so crazy. You know, that's so crazy, man. It's too much. It's way too much stuff, guys. Where am I? Sorry, guys. Just give me 1 sec. I think there's some people trying to get in the room. Okay. But, you know... Yeah, exactly. You know, Moses brings up a good point. He says, to be honest, I make money. Sorry, that just popped up. It got in my way. When I'm not sitting there babysitting the charts. And it's true. And I'll tell you why. You know, if for any of the members or people that may see me on social media, I always say like, okay, I'm headed to town now, or I just got back from town. That's what I do. Do I want to drive 30 fucking kilometers to town every day to go grab lunch when I could just fucking make it here? No, but it gives me exactly an hour and 15 minutes from the time I leave to the time I fucking go grab my lunch and get back. It's an hour and 15 minutes. That's enough time to either, if I missed a trade, to let it set back up on a double top or a double bottom, or it's right back up at highs where I can sell, or back down at lows where I can cover. There's a reason I do the things I do. I don't do anything out of purpose. Everything I do has purpose. Everything, literally everything. And you got to make your life like that too. Yeah, exactly, Johnny. Good job. I forgot to say good job on that. You hit 17 points. Yeah, good job, man. Yeah, exactly. You know, Tino brings up a good point. In a year from now, you're going to be pissed you didn't start today. Yeah, man. Exactly. Moses, how long you been with me? 1 year, right? I think Moses has been with me for a year. And within that time, actually, I think maybe less than a year, maybe just a hair less. When he came, he was completely green. I think he was in Tim Sykes's chat room for like, I don't know, very short time. Maybe I could be wrong about that. But within a year, the guy's amazing. Moses is going to be a way better trader than I am, you know? We may see things differently, but he sees very similar to what I see, and I love that. 11 months. See? Not even a year. But you can't come into any trading service, like thinking you're going to fucking be a hot shot in a month. Right? You won't. Fuck, I was just going to say something. Shit, it was a good point too. But, you know, I hope you guys like get it, man. I don't know of any other major service that's out there that's, you know, it's Friday night. I'm right here, man. I'm always right fucking here. Always. You know? And a few hours from now in the morning, I'll be doing a group one-on-one session with all my mentoring members. Yeah, you got to be, man, if you're not a mentoring member, you're selling yourself short. And I know not everyone can financially do it, and it sucks. I get it, but even to try it for a month, you're gonna gain so much. Yeah, exactly. Moses is one of the busiest people I know of. He's as busy as I am. You know, same with, and I don't want to just keep using Moses as an example. You know, there's others too. I mean, look at Anthony, Ant-Man. The dude's a busy dude, man. I mean, he owns a fucking a pharmacy, owns and operates a pharmacy. That's a busy guy, right? We got lots of professionals, you know, professional being in their regular jobs at TrickTrades. You know? Yeah, Glenn, dude, you're doing amazing, man. And that's exactly it. You only started in late August. So September, October, November, December, January, 5 months. That's it. That's it. 5 months isn't a long time, guys. I know it sounds like that when you're first getting into something. It's like, oh, fuck, man. He's talking about like 3 months, 5 months. It's not that long. You know, and then think about 5, 10 years into your trading career. You know, I'm 7 years into my trading career. And next month, I'm going to be living on a beach permanently. That's fucking awesome, man. Listen, guys, I'm not from a place like Miami or California or, you know, South Texas or on the coast. Like, I live in Alberta, Canada, man. It is cold and shitty up here, and I am a welder by trade, B-pressure welder. And when I decided to change my life, I did it. Don't take failure as an option. You know, 7 years later, I'm packing up and I'm going to go live on a beach because I can. Fuck it. I can. Go do it opens up opportunity to go do the things you want to do in life. You know, if you don't want to live on a beach, that's fine. And you know what? If I don't want to live in a beach a year from now, so fucking what? I bought a house down there, and so what? Either I sell it or I rent it out. But as a day trader, it opens up opportunities. And if you're going to be a day trader and get trapped even more so than you were before in your 9-to-5 job, then what's the fucking point, man? Right? You got to make it work. Fucking rights. I'm moving in next door. Perfect, man. Fucking rights. Right on, Joe. Fuck yeah, Joe. You know, he says, you know, still in my first month. I've grown so much. Love TrickTrades. I love that, man. Sorry if I'm not liking anyone's comments or anything. I'm not used to this platform. So I want to start doing more of these with you. Okay. I want to start doing more of these with you, but I just really, I'd love you too, Derek. I just wanted to, I hope you are, Mo. You better be fucking joining me coming down there, motherfucker. But I just wanted to do this little live thing and get some thoughts off my mind because that email bothered me. Excuses. Enough with your guys' excuses. I don't have enough money. I can't do this. I can't do that. Like, fuck, man. If I had a sister, you would sound like my sister. Pissing and moaning and fuck that, Dougie. I'm not invading shit. You're invited. Come party. Well, you animals, I appreciate you guys spending some time with me this evening. Like I said, I just wanted to get some thoughts off my mind. It was really bothering me, and I get so frustrated, man. I get so frustrated with people because I really do give 110% to everyone. Or at least I I try to. I try to. But you gotta do the same for me, man. Like, I can't keep putting in time into people and then they just fuck off like a month later. I can't keep doing that. It's burning me out. I don't want to do that. I only want to work with people that are actually committed. People that are committed. They get it. They get that you got to give me 2 to 3 to fucking 6 months. You got to give me time, man. You got to give me time. Commit to me, man. Come on. Fuck. You got to commit. Because I'm committing to you. You know, and then fuck a guy just bails. I don't want to say bye or fuck all. It's like they didn't even care. You know, not to turn into a sack here, but fuck, man, that shit hurts, man. I think people just look at me as, you know, I'm just some fucking dude, you know, a business. Is it a business? Yeah, fucking rates it is. But at the same time, like, I still fucking care, man. You know? Don't just bail. Commit to me. Anyways, you animals, I'm going to get the hell out of here. Perfect. I'm stuck with you, and you're stuck with me. I love it. Okay, guys, I'm going to get the hell out of here. I'm going to go put my feet up here for a bit. I haven't been out of the fucking office not all day. I went out and I went to go grab some dinner and got a fucking foot of snow here, man. I can't wait to get to Costa Rica. Seriously, can't wait. Anyways, guys, thanks. Love y'all. Have a good night, Kay. Later.